Tell your heart that the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself. Paulo Coelho. It's day 16 of 31 Days to Overcome Fear. I'm Jewel Carter. Today I felt like talking about the men in my life and how I suffered more from my own thoughts and fears than anything they'd ever done to me. Where do I begin on this one? I'm afraid if I start with the first love of my life, I'll never move on. So let me just start by acknowledging that I know I can be random at times. A point my husband made the other day while watching one of my videos. He says to me, you start off talking about one thing and then you go somewhere totally different. I gave him my evil, irritated glare as if to say, and your point is what? This is who I am in my grandest style, a walking contradiction. Random and methodical, silly, sexy, perfectly flawed. What? You married me, don't you know me? Before I got married the first time, I used to think that being cheated on was the worst thing that could happen to me. That was before I learned that my ex had some other woman staying in our home while I was in the hospital giving birth to our first child. That was before coming home an entirely different time and finding all the electronics in a house was gone. Thinking someone had broken in, only to learn that he'd pawned everything to buy drugs. That was before I had to lie to my employer because I was late for my midnight shift on the air because my ex hadn't come home with our only car. And it took me a lot longer to try to walk the 3 miles to work with 2 inches of snow on the ground. That's after dropping off our infant and toddler at a sitter's. Now, the entire time I was living this life, not once did I think of it as suffering. I just thought that I was paying the price for my mistake. See, I knew when I met him, when I fell in love with him, I knew when I made the choice to marry him that he was not forever. But something inside me didn't want to let go. It wasn't that I was so in love and couldn't imagine my life without him. It was more like I didn't want to open up my heart and make myself that vulnerable ever again to anyone else. I can't tell you how many nights I laid on that floor at the radio station, playing songs like Bonnie Raitt's I Can't Make You Love Me, crying up until the point when I had to open the mic and say those call letters. So afraid of what I knew I had to do, not knowing that what I was going through at that moment in my life was far worse than anything I'd feared was yet to come. Someone out there is going through something right now, and all I can say is what I said to myself every day for a very long time. It hurts like hell right now, but tomorrow, it's gonna hurt a little less. Tell your heart that the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself.